Project North is a local organization started by acclaimed photographer Michelle Valberg. During the course of one of her trips up north, she had a vision that's led to almost $1 million worth of hockey equipment being donated to communities all across Nunavut.
You know, you have an idea, and one of the things that I wanted to do when I was visiting the Arctic communities was to bring up hockey equipment. You saw a lot of the children love hockey, playing hockey, but they didn't have access to the equipment. And a lot of the communities have centers and rinks. So I asked Adventure Canada if I could bring up some hockey equipment on a cruise that we were doing, and they said yes. And you know, that was 9 years ago, and we're coming up to about $1 million in donations in 9 years. So it's amazing how one idea can really transform into an amazing opportunity for years to come.
Over the past 3 years, Project North has joined forces with corporate partners such as the NHL, Scotiabank, First Air, and Canadian Tire's Jumpstart charities. First Air has a special and unique connection to the communities up north, and understand how special these trips are for the residents, some who anticipate the sight of the Stanley Cup for weeks.
We absolutely love it at a human level when we see children of all ages, even 60-year-old children of all ages, especially the little guys. They get such a thrill out of this. I'm sure they don't sleep for weeks before we get up there.
Former Stanley Cup winners such as John LeClair, Marty McSorley, and Mark Napier have been a part of these trips in the past, while Lanny McDonald will once again be involved as he was for last year's trip. This year they're also taking, for the first time, a member of the Canadian Women's Olympic hockey team, gold medalist Natalie Spooner, who's making her first trip to Nunavut.
I'm really excited. I mean, I've never been to Nunavut to start with, and to be able to go with this crew, I think it would be amazing. I mean, I grew up playing hockey, and I think hockey was such a big part of my life. So to be able to be a part of giving out this equipment to communities and to, you know, girls and boys to be able to have the opportunity to play hockey, I think it's huge, and I think it's just super exciting for the communities.
And after looking up to Jennifer Botterill as a young hockey player, she's hoping to inspire some young girls in the north to see one of them on the Canadian Olympic team or in the CWHL one day.
Hopefully, you know, my dream was sparked by seeing, you know, Jennifer Botterill, who was an Olympian. So hopefully just getting up there and getting to meet those little girls, hopefully I can spark one of their dreams to hopefully want to play on the Olympics or play for Team Canada or even want to play in the CWHL.
McDonald, who's in his 9th year as a Scotiabank spokesperson, made the trip up in 2016 and understands how much the people in the northern communities appreciate seeing them and the Stanley Cup.
We believe that through sport, we can help bring these communities together and bring the outside world in and have a whole lot of fun with it. And that way, everyone has a chance to grow and understand and learn off of each other along the way.
We so strongly believe investing in the infinite potential of kids in every community in this country, and really want to make sure that to the extent that we can provide kids in the north a really unique opportunity to participate with the hockey greats like Lanny McDonald and Natalie Spooner, get a chance to see the Stanley Cup and get out on the ice and play some hockey.
Of course, in partnership with Canadian Tire's Jumpstart charities, Project North was able to donate 150 sets of hockey equipment to 8 different communities this year. Their president, Landon French, explains the excitement surrounding this trip throughout his organization.
We are excited about being on this trip. The whole team is, even those that prepped for it but weren't able to go, because this is a part of Canada that we don't get to as often as we should. And so this is a little bit new and very exciting to see the farthest reaches of the north this way, and the people who live there and the kids who live there who are looking for things to do. And this trip is going to provide them with some of that, and it should be a lot of fun.
At the end of the day, the joy that kids get from seeing the Stanley Cup, meeting the players, and receiving the equipment is what Valberg cherishes the most, and she's looking forward to seeing how this program will hopefully continue to grow in the years to come.
The growth of Project North, we never imagine ourselves here, and because of Scotiabank and First Air and all the commitment from all the sponsors that have joined together to make this happen, it's hard to believe that we've come as far as we have. I don't know where we're going to go next. I really don't. I hope we continue. We're working with Canada C3 this summer as well, delivering more equipment to more Nunavut communities, but also NWT and Labrador, Nunatsiavut. So, we'll just continue doing our work as much as we can can, and hope that we continue to have our sponsors join us, because without them it would be impossible to make all this happen.